Hello, Diversity Kitchen. How are you all doing? For me, I'm doing good. I'm doing fantastic. So today we are doing some dessert. So the dessert, so is a pumpkin dessert. So that's my pumpkin right here. So I'm going to cut it, in a small pieces. So I'm gonna cut it just like that so that it can fit on my on the tray that I'm gonna use. So I take off all this the seed just the way you see it. So I cut it in half again. So I put it on the tray just like that, and I'm gonna cover it with the foil. Is it how you call it, the foil? So I'm going to cover it, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven, and I'm gonna bake the pumpkin until it's tender. So I bake it and I checked, until is your fork can go through. Just you are going to see, you see, just like that. And I'm gonna leave it for it to cool down. So once it cool down, so I start to separate it from the skin and get the flesh out. So I'm gonna do all of them. So I finish. So now I'm going to use my hand mixer, and I'm gonna just to break it down to make a puree. So right here I get disappointed. Why? Because the the pumpkin was really watery, and the taste was, it didn't just give me like the pumpkin taste. So I was like, let me just drain the water and see what is gonna give me. So I get my uh the what the things that white, the cloth. So I put everything, and then I'm going to drain it and see if it's gonna, give me the pumpkin, the pumpkin taste, or the pumpkin, the flavor, the what I'm looking for. So I drain, look at the water. Look, that's too much. So I try to squeeze the water out. Look at this, how much water. And this is, I was like, oh yeah, now it's good. So I transfer it again in the mixing bowl. S- but when I taste it, I told you it's not sweet at all. It's not sweet. It don't have like the pumpkin taste. But I was like, I spend money, so I'm not gonna throw it away. So I'm gonna keep it. So I just put it in the lunch box, or in the box, So I just put it there, and I remember that, no, let me go check my Asian store. So I usually buy pumpkin from the Mexican store, but my sister-in-law, she told me that the pumpkin in the Asian market is really sweet. So I was like, let me go and test that one. So that's why I bought this one, and I cut it in small pieces, just the way I did the first one. And I took off all the seed, And look, that's the seed. I'm gonna keep it for the next garden season. So I put all the pumpkin upside down just the way I did the first one, and I'm going to bake them until the fork can go through, just like that. And then I'm gonna cover it and put it in the oven. And I just wanna shout out to Danelli for letting me know about this pumpkin. I usually go buy in the Mexican store, but I just wanna try her own idea. So put that in the oven, and I'm gonna try. Look, the fork is going through. So is it ready? I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it out from the oven. Look, it's smelling. It gives you that smell of pumpkin, the pumpkin of back home. So I made a mistake. I supposed to spread the pan before I put the pumpkin, but the pumpkin just stuck on the bottom. So I took a little bit for me to taste. And these things were so sweet, was so good. I was like, ma, this just like the one we were eating back home. Just the one. I was like, man. So it was night, and I finished one piece. I finished one piece already. I was like, oh my god, how I'm gonna finish the whole thing? But I was like, no, let me keep up. And look, I keep hitting. Oh, so look, it's really good. It's really sweet. I can tell you, sweet, and it's what we call in Swahili bunga. It's just bunga bunga. So I just take out the string. Is it string? Yes, string. See, how it's gonna fall down. You see? Oh my god, it was really good. And I remember back home I used to eat the skin. I cannot say everybody eat it, but I remember back home I was eating it. So when I tasted it, I was like, just like it feels just like back home. So thank you so much, Danelli, for letting me know, for giving me this idea. So I'm gonna use my stand mixer again, and I'm gonna do the puree. So I was like, no, let me mix, with the other one, the Halloween pumpkin, the American pumpkin. So I mixed American pumpkin and Asian pumpkin. So I mix everything together. So whenever you're watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment and share. Don't forget to tell me, how much you love pumpkin. So I tasted this, it was just good. I didn't mess up, this is what you can. So this is the pumpkin puree. So I put it in the container, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge. So I'm gonna keep it in the fridge until I'm ready to do the dessert. So if you don't know how to make the pumpkin puree, so this is it. So that's pumpkin puree. You can see it's very good. Voila. So now is on the next day. So now I'm gonna do the dessert. So I'm gonna use the cream cheese in a room temperature. So I use cream cheese, and I'm gonna put 1/4 of powdered sugar, and I'm gonna mix all together, just like that. And I'm going to put 1 cup of heavy cream. Heavy, heavy cream. 1 cup of heavy cream, and I'm gonna mix all together. Just like that, to try to mix everything up. You see the texture, just like that. If you like more sweet, you can add more sugar, but that sugar was really fine for me. So now I'm gonna put the cream cheese, the frosting, in the pumping bag. What? Popping bag. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Don't worry if you don't have this popping bag or popping bag. If you don't have it, just you put everything in a cup and put it in the fridge, and you are going to use the spoon. So I get my pumpkin puree. So I'm gonna measure 2 cup of the puree. Okay, so I put 2 cup. Now I'm gonna use the cinnamon. That's nutmeg. A little bit salt. So instead of vanilla extract, I'm gonna use that one. Is the pumpkin extract, pumpkin spicy extract, and I'm going to mix everything. I'm gonna put the sugar. If you love too much sugar, you can add some more, but that was fine just for me. So I'm gonna mix everything together. Oh, look at the cinnamon just fly over. Just like that. And that's for the sugar. But I'm gonna add a little bit cinnamon. So you are going just to put 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And I add little 2 tablespoons of sugar, just the way I say. If you love more sugar, go ahead, put some more, but that one was enough for me. So I just mix everything so that the cinnamon cannot fly over. So I mix everything together. So now I'm gonna put it in the popping bag again. As I said, if you don't have it, don't worry. Just put it in the cup. Use the spoon. So now it's time for me to assemble or to put everything together. So I got these two 4 cups, the dessert cup. So this is the kind that I'm using. So now I'm gonna take the pumpkin first, and I'm gonna put it on the bottom, and I'm gonna do the layers. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. So now I'm gonna put the cream cheese, just to create a layer. That's my daughter. So that's the way I tell you. If you don't have this one, just use the spoon. It's just easy, simple. Just make layers. And this is an idea for Thanksgiving. If you are looking for something for you to bring somewhere, for Thanksgiving, people always eat the sweet potato. People always eat the sweet potato. Just bring them the the pumpkin. Just to change a little bit taste. It's easy and simple to do, simple to make. And the last one, I'm gonna put the cheese on the cream cheese. And if you have little bit cinnamon, just put little bit, the cinnamon powder. As you see, I put little bit, but it's not that much. So this is it. Look, it looks so good, and it was so delicious, I can tell you. So now I'm gonna do the other version. So I do two version. So this one, I'm gonna melt the butter first. So I use half stick of butter. So I'm gonna melt it, and then I'm gonna measure 3 cups of pumpkin puree. So that's 3. So I'm gonna put it. So now I'm gonna put the pumpkin spicy. So instead of vanilla, if you got vanilla extract, go ahead and use it. So for me, I use the pumpkin spicy. That's right. So I use the cinnamon again. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. So that's the nutmeg. One tablespoon of salt. And I'm gonna put the melted butter. And I'm gonna crack 1 egg. And I'm going to mix everything together with the hand, and then I'm gonna mix with the hand mixer. So this is very simple and easy. You can make it for the Thanksgiving gathering. You can make it any, you know, for your friends, for your family. It's really good, especially the the cinnamon. The cinnamon give it a really good taste. So I'm gonna add sugar. I almost forget about sugar. So I put half cup of sugar. If you want more, just go ahead and use the whole cup. So mix it all together. So let everything combine very good. So I forget. So I didn't put the pumpkin spicy before, the way I showed it at the beginning. So I didn't put it. So I put it now. So now I'm gonna spray my pan with non-stick butter. Oh, non-stick spray. Non-stick spray butter anyway. So I'm gonna put everything. So this is pumpkin casserole. Very easy and very simple, and it tastes so good. So now I'm gonna do the butter and the pecans. Is it pecan? Pecans. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put in a bowl, and I'm gonna put the butter and the sugar, and I'm going to mix everything together. So if you wanna do this, make sure the butter is on the room temperature so that it can be easy to be mixed. Like I struggled with mine because it was cold. So I put sugar, two and a half tablespoons of sugar. So I'm gonna mix everything together. You see how I struggle? But if the butter was on the room temperature, it would be easy. So when you do this, make sure the butter is on the room temperature. So this is it. So I'm gonna pour everything, and I'm going to bake them for 30 I'm gonna bake it. Bake. They say each of them. I don't know. So I'm gonna bake it for 30 minutes, and you are going to let it cool down, and you are going to enjoy. So thank you so much for watching. As I said, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment. So I'm gonna cover it with the foil again, and I'm gonna bake it for 30 minutes.